What if abundance is not something you have to chase, but something you're already breathing? Welcome to Chronicles of the Self Equation. I'm Dr. Needu, and this podcast is exactly what the name says Chronicles, stories, sometimes mine, sometimes the people I met, the conversation I witnessed, and moments that stay with me, always shared with care, always shared with respect. Real moments, real shifts. The kind that do not always have words immediately after they happen. Today's chronicle is called The Day I Stopped Chasing Air. And I want to begin with a moment that changed something in me permanently. It happened during a Sunday session in iHypnosis Life, where I was learning from my mentor, Rahul George. It was one of those mornings when I have been reading books, listening to podcasts, and taking so much information. And suddenly, a question rises from somewhere deep inside me, not from logic, from somewhere quieter. The question that came to me was, how do I feel abundance? I had asked different versions of that question before, many times, but nothing had fully clicked. That day, I had my mentor in front of me, so I raised my hand. When Rahul asked, I said, I want to know, how do I feel abundance from within? He paused, then he said, interesting. You said, how do I feel abundance? You didn't say, how do I feel abundant? I did not understand the difference immediately, but that small distinction opened something inside me. He asked me, where does abundance live? I said, everywhere, in nature. And that and he again asked, and what is nature an extension of? Something in me went quiet. Through his question, I began to see that the very act of noticing nature meant I was already touching abundance. I did not have to earn it. I did not have to chase it. I did not have to force myself to feel it. I only have to notice, look up, breathe, and recognize that it was already here. Then he guided me through a gentle process. He guided me inward. And somewhere inside that quiet space, not from outside me and not simply from his words, I heard something. Abundance is like air. You are not consciously thinking about air right now. You are not rationing it. You are not wondering whether there will be enough for you tomorrow. You are simply breathing naturally, fully, without effort. And along with that realization, another thought arrived. Just like oxygen, even when you breathe deeply, there is still plenty for everyone else. You do not take anything away from another person by receiving. Abundance works that way. When I returned from the process, Rahul asked me, now that you know this, what difference does it make? Without thinking, before my mind had time to interfere, I said, I don't have to consciously think about abundance anymore. He asked, so what do you do instead? And the answer came from somewhere inside me, being myself. There was no hesitation, no searching for the right words, no attempt to sound wise. It simply came from me, not from a book, not from someone telling me what I should believe, from somewhere within me that I already know. That was the day I stopped trying to feel abundance and started allowing myself to be it. I trained as a chemist before stepping into this work, and chemistry taught me something that I understand differently now. Sometimes nothing new needs to be added. A small change in the conditions can change what a reaction produces. That is what happened in that room. Rahul did not give me a new answer. He did not add anything that was missing. Through one question, he changed the conditions around the question I was already carrying. There was space, there was attention, there was no pressure to find the right answer. And in those conditions, the answer that was already within me finally became clear. That is also the heart of the self equation. You are not broken, you are not missing essential parts. Sometimes what is already within you needs the right condition to be seen, felt, and expressed differently. A meaningful question can change the conditions. Being deeply hurt can change the conditions. And when the conditions shift, something different can emerge from that was already there. That experience showed me the kind of space I wanted to create through the self equation. A space where you do not have to be handed the answer. A space where the right question, a meaningful conversation, or a moment of silence allows your own answers to reach you. Sometimes the shift happens while you are speaking, sometimes while you are listening, sometimes through a question you did not even know you were carrying. Every Monday and Friday from 7 to 8 in the evening, we come together live. We meet, we listen, we share our stories, we experience a small process together. And sometimes, simply by being present with one another, we remember that we are not alone. The link to join the self equation is in the description. Here is what I want you to carry with you today. You are not chasing air. You never were. It has always been there, around you, inside you, moving through you with every breath you take, without effort, without worry, without asking permission. Happiness can feel like that too. So can abundance. So can love. You do not always have to search for them. Sometimes you only have to return to yourself long enough to notice. They were never missing. I'm Dr. Nidhu, and this is Chronicles of the Self Equation. See you in the next Chronicle.